What's the mighty good word, party folk? I'm your mile high priest. I'm up here up about a mile high on Saturn's day. It's a little later in my day, possibly the evening hours. Something's wrong with my other webcam, and so this MacBook cam is it for us. It's like really softening. It's doing a lot of things for me here. Y'all, I'm just gonna jump into it. Did I say what day it is? Saturn's day, Saturday, August 3rd, a little later in my evening. Magicians, high priests, high priestesses, kings, queens, royals. This is your collective court for the new moon in Leo. We are fast approaching the new moon in Leo. I am your mercurial, effervescent, bubbly, wiggly, jiggly, caffeinated, extremely caffeinated, free to freedom. You're liberated. You caught when I said that I'm liberated. Also, the oracle was like up all about liberation that day. I was just running with it. Stellar Informant, Akashic Library, Ninja Warrior. I have a lot of fun being here, and I have a lot of fun recording these messages, and I completely forgot to edit entirely, like cut the clips out. And I'm looking at the webcam, y'all. I'm so sorry. These are your divine messages for your multidimensional expansion, interstellar galactic evolution, your spiritual exaltation, your human evolution through all spaces and times, your mental breakthrough. All right, I guess we made it through the intro, right? How many minutes later? 2:22 on the clock. I'm just gonna roll with it, right? Okay, look. You might be a water sign. You might feel like something's looming. You might feel like you're making a decision, even though you don't feel like a decision should be made. Maybe it's not really being made, but maybe it feels like it looms. And maybe like I feel like a lot of you guys are here for also guys, right? Like I had a good day where like I was reading in store today, and I talked to a lot of masculine people, like men and guys. So like I just wanted to mention that, like here in Denver, Colorado, I don't know, I'm sure like in LA, New York City, whatever, but also elsewhere, right? Like I know Colorado is a very like spiritual place in general. So Denver's also like spiritual, or there are a lot of spiritual communities here, spiritual collectives, like everywhere in Colorado, versus like Texas, where I was born and raised. Like it just kind of feels out of place, and I know a lot of that is old way of thinking, and I know that a lot of men do not think that way, but there's a lot of that in the collective. And so I just want to emphasize, like, you know, maybe this wasn't developed by men, but because of the history, it seems to tell us that Taro was developed by men, or a man, or men. And I mean, it's just cool for it to all kind of come full circle, and like all types of genders and identities and ages and people. Although I have read for children, for young people, but I prefer this channel to not include young people. But if you're young and your parent says it's okay, I don't know, what can I do really? Well, besides everything on my part to not, yeah. So the tarantula keeps coming up. Okay, yeah, so my spiel, but that's so funny. Whenever I get like masculine, a lot, like the bear comes up, but it's maybe realizing that you're fixed, you're in a fixed state. So again, like fixed state, like it maybe is not even about being fixated. Maybe it feels like it could feel like everything, right? Like it could feel like limerence, but like limerence on a job, on a career, or on an idea or a person, or like codependency on an object of desire or like a person. It could feel like there's a love spell. It could feel like karma. It could feel like karmic. It could feel like voodoo. It could feel like stabbed in the back. It could feel like an illusion. It could feel like delusion. It could feel like you don't care about this person, and so why you don't care about this thing, and so why does it stick so much? So really recognizing where you spell it into existence. Is it your mind, the fixation, but also more honoring it has the quality of and the feeling of like going to the party or being at the party, being at a party, being at a frou-frou, shoo-shoo, boo-boo, ooh-la-la, like pinkies, martini, champagne glasses, like the worst non-functional ware and glassware and people and lipstick, and like just the unraveling, or like that Taro moment when you're there and you're like, what the F am I doing here? Who are these people? Why am I wearing this? Why am I wearing a tie? Or like, and maybe in that moment realizing that, yeah, like the spell is cast on you by you, like you cast the spell on you cast, and so maybe you decline, you deny the truth, you deny that you want this to happen, you deny that you can move beyond the aggravation and fixation, that you can have humility and grace, that you can move away from the fixation and the shift, the blaming, the shift, blame shifting. Oh yeah, so here's a plug to unplug, unplug to plug in. Also, a lot of the right. Why was I talking about the plug? So like that's your supply, like realizing that you've been the supply for these narcissistic or like vain, or so I love Henry David Thoreau's quote, "If I shall sell both my forenoons and afternoons to society, as most appear to do, I'm sure that for me there would be nothing left worth living for." Quote Henry David Thoreau. Like, I can't read anymore. Well, I'll read Oscar Wilde's quote. "There's only one thing in the world worse than being talked about, and that is not being talked about." Quote Oscar Wilde. I'm sure y'all have heard about it or heard it. Okay, so on the other hand, so I get the two parties. I always pick up on. So I pick up that both of you on the outside, you want to exhibit stability, you want to portray stability. And so maybe you've been running to these shows, these parties, and that's where you have learned how to exhibit this stability, but it's not the mask you want to wear, right? It's like you've manifested a new home, and like the home is here, but now it's like there is still a lot of, it's like the rules or like the truth isn't spoken, it's not sung, it's not even about the digging for the truth, it's like just speaking it into existence. And maybe there's this like waiting game, because it's both, it's like on one end I get like there are a lot of people here for spiritual growth, and like now you realize like it's more like regardless of what kind of union, whether it's like the flame or like if you are more like a subscriber of divine, sacred, internal union, like or if you're just a process kind of kundalini oriented master, where it's not even about the like the flames or the unions, it's just like the movement of energy, and maybe you're here for a movement of energy to begin this supply, right? Like you notice that you're the supply for this person, and that person notices they're the supply for these other narcissists. So both of you like display erraticism because both of you seek supply, and like this is where the tables turn. It's like, you know, considering it, looking at it from that manner, your supply is like untangling and healing, and maybe the other person's supply is like defining, projection, creation, production, organization. But again, it's like, where do you both put attention to? And maybe there is impatience there, and maybe there's shift there. But it seems like one path unfolds, one party unfolds into a more spiritual path with the turtle here. It's like seeking the home, like coming back home. Like now there's a lot of magic when that shifts, when you shift into that nightingale after it's like you've downloaded and now you've redistributed and now it rises, right? That's what I mean. It's like, so the creative forces, do they recognize your spiritual or not? They don't care. But like, I'm happy. I'm happy that like there are people here for spiritual messages. Like maybe you're taking a break from the brilliant tarot readers. Like I was freaking correct. Tyler. Oh man, I forget their entire YouTube. Tyler's Tarot. I mean, he's like huge. They're huge on YouTube. They just crack me. Like I would just watch that just to, like it's spot on, and like I'm just laughing the whole way. Like okay, wait. So we have peace. I was like checking that one out. Sun in Scorpio, 6 of Cups, pleasure. And we have peace, 2 of Swords. Okay, working with the Tarot. A lot of brilliant messages coming through. So I do get a lot of Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus flavors here. Oh, we have Mercury. We have the moon in Taurus, but maybe you also have Mercury in Taurus. Moon in Taurus with the 6 of Discs, success. And the Princess of Discs, right? It is parallel or aligned with, related to the Page of Pentacles. So being not at a physical crossroads, maybe, but it's like putting something down that is not, it's being stuck in the past. Like maybe because there's a flip. There's like a flip. It's like the. Do y'all remember? I'm like, do y'all remember? That's so bad. It's like I'm having. This is truly what it's like to have a conversation with me. I apologize. I'm a floating blob of goo. An inattentive, attention lacking. What was I saying? Okay. Look, that's what's happening. You're like, what was I even doing? What was I even thinking? What is that bubble? Why does it exist on my head? What is this spell that I put on myself? What is this disqualification? What is this imbalance within and around? Why do I traverse? Why do I travel? Why do I walk this imbalance path? Put down one thing, let it be, right? If you love them, let them go. You said, get the F out of here. Like, go away. Go. And that's what I mean. You're spiritual. No matter your identity, right? No matter the masks that you put down, and no matter the few masks that you figure are true. Also working in a physical. Now you're like losing. I know it's just like I'm going into it. I'm like, you're losing weight. What? That is just like the worst thing to say. So, but if you are, and that's your goal, like, and you're in a healthy, active vibe, like, yeah, Taurus vibes, right? Weaving, weaver, yin yang, divine balance. The Buddha, so like the mind, but deeper. Now, remember I said the download. So first you need to put down. There's no crossroads. There's no decision. Remember feeling like there's a decision coming. Let it come then. Like, don't have to make it right now. But you have to listen. Like, the earth wants to say something. The weaver, the spiders, right? The spider, letting something slip away. It's okay. Letting, like, where do you give? Maybe you don't, there's no give there. It's maybe being confused, like, at a particular point. You know, both parties maybe have to admit to, regardless of whether the confusion comes from one or the other, there is confusion. And again, regardless of the origin point, there is just confusion. If neither party can honor, if both parties dualistically honor, if both of you do not honor, then can you really fight for the other? No. Can you really control or coerce the other? No. You've explained yourself. This is it. Like, the commitment is to commit to God. Thank you for being here. I also am committed to God. What? Yo. Look, the Chariot, which is number 6. And then again, no way, we have Moon in Taurus. We were just saying that. You know, if someone kind of holds back, if someone is not able to like control themselves, it's like maybe someone feels controlled. I hope that y'all can see me shuffling. There's some like card, yeah, an unexpected event or a message, unexpected message is delivered. An unexpected message of love from a Scorpio or water sign. So incoming messages where there were none. It's like figuring out, like, it really gives miscommunication. It gives no communication. It gives bad communication. It gives battle after battle after battle. And it's like this Princess of Dis both encompasses and encapsulates both the masculine and the feminine, and they're not derived beside each other. They are derived from each other. And so do you understand that? So maybe you understand, and maybe it's understanding that the other person doesn't understand, and that you can't help them. You cannot help them understand because it's not in their capacity or capability, or maybe they just don't care and none of that matters. Like whether they're not intelligent enough, or they're not mature enough, or emotionally intelligent or emotionally mature. Like, you know, who cares if both parties acted selfishly? Like, then if both parties cannot correct that selfish behavior or attitude, or move from that space, from that origin, and correct from that origin and go deeper, go directly, instinctually, innately, intuitively to the real origin, which is singular and it is innate, and it is between you and God. It is not between you and your lover, or between you and the one you want, that you're like, why do they act this way? Okay, well, both of you have spoken to each other in that manner, and both of you have projected onto each other. And so now it's like one of you gets it, one of you does the work, and the other one doesn't. One of you goes to God and is like, God, I'm sorry, my God, with Damiana here, God's like, come to you, son, come to you, child, come to you, daughter, come to you, child of freaking God. Like, so you're like, yeah, I'm going. But it's not just that, right? Like, that's what I mean. Like, the surge doesn't really rise in acknowledging God. God's just like, finally, you finally acknowledge me. Now what? Now what? Holy whoa. 3 of Cups at the okay, look, Pluto. Now what? Judgment. Y'all, what's good? Did I tell y'all I'm the Mile High Priest? I don't even know what camera I'm looking at. It has a lot to do with, okay, beyond just like the basic interpretation, the ego death, the redefining mass identity. It's diving deep. Perceptions developed from childhood, dispelling perceptions from childhood, dispelling and coming to, removing, detaching, undoing, untangling from the father, from the mother. Now that creates ego death. If you go with that, that's what I mean. It's like the creative surge goes with or without you, and it's with you if you're with God. It's without you if you're without God. But with or without you, the creative surge goes, spirals up. Okay, the dualistic goes to create the triple state. Okay, 10, 10, and then 10. Remember we said 10s across the board. Okay, Mercury says, we're gonna get you there. We're gonna get you directly to there. I just need to talk to Pluto to see if you actually no matter how you acted, both of you acted the way you acted. Now, it's like, have both of you done the work, or one of you doesn't do the work, the other one does? So maybe it's just sort of like, put that fight down, like, and then you move on to like your work, your fun, your like femininity. So again, no matter your like, so maybe that's the thing, is like, there's a lot of this collective redefining masculinity, redefining masculine, spiritual, masculine, divine masculine. Again, it's all those terms, and it's just kind of like, do you understand how you've been operating in this like unrefined or like undefined masculine scope? And no matter your belief in God or gods or none of the above, again, old systems, old ways kind of are being muddled out and digested, processed, excavated, released. Now it's like, are you at the party, and are you not having that moment of like, what the F am I doing here, and who are these people, what am I wearing, and like, are you just kissing ass, or like, why are you at the party, and what party is it? Eight of Cups. Wow, cool. Yeah, that's kind of like, it's a lot of timing. The Sun at the bottom of the deck. Death tries to appear, so does the Hangman, the Moon. Yeah, I'm so sorry about the camera, but I'm like kind of digging this fuzzy. I don't really like it, but it's funny. Like the fuzzy filter. It's super like, I'm like, why am I at this party? But I guess I can like gawk at myself. It's, I don't know, I get that feeling like maybe that's where you have left the other party, like at the party. You're like, I'm leaving, bye. Like, I'm not, when did I get here, and how or why? And look at this figure. They look at God, right? So again, it's just this like S show, this like crappy runaround, right? Eight of Wands, Judgment, Eight of Cups. First of all, 8-8, Mercurial, 8-8, Saturn, Pluto. They're gonna make this work for you, but it is the final, like, is it the final, it's that final realization. And if you've had your final realization, then just go. And it's not about making the decision, it's just acting upon your inspired passion to seek realignment, to seek the balance within you, regardless of whether you get answers from the other party. I get the term like moving mountains, like maybe this person is having a cathartic event. Maybe when you energetically pulled away, this person went through that cathartic. We had Angel's Trumpet earlier, and we've been talking about the plug, which is the supply. Are you their drug? Are you their supply? No, it's not about narcissism or narcissistic behavior. It's like you, like, they were your supply, you are their supply. So if we're going to talk about narcissist behavior, then both parties are that. So do you want to go there, collect? By the way, you have full autonomy, like ownership, like own it, it's fine. And it's likely, like, as you learn more about magic and as you graduate, as you climb the paths of initiation and initiate paths, as you climb those ladders, because that's why you want, like, that's why you come here, because there are many ladders to climb. So which stairwell, and it does spiral, right? This stairwell does spiral. It goes spiraling up, and it goes up and down, up and down, up and down, right? Yeah, the Knight of Swords, unexpected message from an Aries or a Scorpio. You can't even make this up. Y'all, I'm gonna reshuffle because here we have this fella, this swallow. Someone swallowed the truth and can no longer hold it in. They must burp it out, right? Perhaps they're gonna first toot it out their gassy elephant ass. By the way, this is after hours, right? After hours with the Mile High Priest. He uses words like ass. I'm so radical. Yeah, I was gonna say, okay, go to your happy place, right? Like, it's like both of you determining your happy places, what you want. Okay, look at the Ankh, a new life. Both of you want a new life. Both of you may want the same thing, but one of you doesn't move, one of you doesn't care, one of you doesn't want to know, doesn't want to reveal, one of you already is on to the new life. It's like, who cares? Like, new life, I'm here. Like, some of you don't even know what kind of magic you're performing. So, hi, welcome here. Eight of Wands. So, Emperor, Aries, masculine, Scorpio masculine. Yeah, I did say Scorpio masculine. Cancer, Scorpio, Scorpio, and Pisces, but there's a lot of spiritual healing that creates this fast unstuck. So get a lot of Taurus, Moon in Taurus, right? We have Moon in Taurus twice. We had Moon in Taurus. We have Mercury. We have a lot of Mercury. We have a lot of Moon in Libra as well. So it's like, is this relationship going to work for you? Okay, there are messages maybe coming in as you heal. And I was talking about the cathartic release. So like maybe you feel a spiritual sense of release with this person, and maybe that's what's been kind of happening, and now something bubbles, right? Like fast moving messages, incoming messages, incoming packages. Scorpio, Aries, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, masculine. Well, a lot of we said masculine. We said masculine earlier. There were masculines at the shop that wanted readings of all ages. All, you know, the smorgasbord. Some of y'all really should invest time in learning the chaos aspect, the creation aspect, and the sustenance, sustaining, nutrition, spiritual. What is care? So I can't believe I was like getting all those Caroline Mays messages, like spiritual bank. This is your spirit. This is your divine bank. Your spiritual bank account. So Four of Pentacles is the spiritual bank account. Where are we at? What is... I want to know more about the Knight of Swords. Like, what are these messages about? We have Knight of Swords. We have Eight of Wands twice. Did I mention that? In the Zodiac Tarot and Oriens Animal Tarot. Yeah, it's maybe hidden, but believe that this ego death, this shift is happening. Maybe feeling a little defensive, but it's like redirecting. Maybe this person, we have King and Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn and Taurus. Union. It's kind of releasing the immature. Look, I'll show you. I'm so sorry. So we have the Hangman, Neptune, Pisces, right? I believe that's the swallow that creates those nests, right? Oh gosh, how do we have that twice? So it is receiving messages. It's like also conceiving and spelling the new. You're fertile, but this is like a spiritual fertility. So where are you going to spend your spiritual money? So here we have the High Priestess, someone who spends spiritual currency, possesses spiritual bank accounts, okay, under their name. That's so shady. Okay, the wolf. The wolf is shady, yo. Like, that's the teacher not everyone gets along with. Their teacher nonetheless, a mystic, okay? Welcome to the Ma High Priest Show. Good for you, High Priestesses. Go on and spell some good, right? Like, it's more, you don't know what you do know, but you don't know. You don't see the shift. You don't see what's a spiritual shift. Also, a lot of magic here. Can you also work on like defining what you're doing as you performing magic? Okay. And if you're like in these intimate moments, no matter what, like intimate moments can be many things, but especially in like passionate, intimate, pleasure oriented, like what is that magic about? And like also just boundaries. There's no magic there because of like how divided Moon in Sagittarius, too much old, too many karmas, too many karmic. I don't know. It's like one person that has a lot of karma. So that's it. Like, that's the thing, is like, maybe you're noticing this is what. So someone remains very fixed. Okay, knowing likely that they may have to take a leap of faith. Will they take a leap of faith because it's like giving up this stubborn kind of directionless, or will it end up in this immature kind of boohoo, lost it, big ego death? I think, yeah, it's like boohoo, lost it, big ego death. Because here we have the Page of Pentacles, boohoo, lost it. And the Page of Pentacles, you go on to like spiritualize, like you learn your lesson. 10 of Cups. Also loyalty. Maybe it's not really about the coulda, shoulda, woulda. There's a lot of like, is this gonna end up with a partnership? Is this not there yet? Is it not the part? Is it a lie? Is it a lie that so like here's the thing, collective, like I also want y'all Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, the Hermit. I'm just like going through all of them. Wow. What was I getting? Like it seems like this beyond the desire, beyond knowing that both of you can commit, processing, acknowledging that the limits haven't been not like the discussion, it's very it's kind of like rising, like it's so fixed that what you're seeing is the chaos, like the hangman, the karmic payout. I may be realizing like, okay, there is this karma here. And then it's like reestablishing, right? 10 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, the Hermit, Page of Wands, the Sun, the Tower, 3 of Cups, Justice, the Moon, Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups in reverse, 4 of Swords, 2 of Swords, 8 of Cups, 4 of Cups, Knight of Cups, Knight of Wands, or King of Wands, and the Devil, 5 of Swords, then the Lovers, then the decision is made to invest in a balanced view and relationship. Okay, so that is like the truth, and that's what's coming out. But it's this chaos moment, 3 of Pentacles, the world. It's like going through the motions. And it's realizing like the karmic, like depth. And maybe one of you feels very learned, like I learned my lesson. Isn't that a wonderful moment when you learn your lesson? Okay, Taurus, King of Pentacles, Capricorn. So we have Taurus, Aries, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Queen of Pentacles. Okay, here's a pair of royals. But then we have the Wheel of Fortune. So that then sort of hits the wall, the 9 of Wands, where it's like one of you has received the spiritual enlightenment and another one hits the wall. So there's this like separateness, and there's this like, hey, we're not, there's no compatibility, right? The Chariot, or if there is no acknowledgement of the incompatibility, then how can you admit it and work through it. So it's like there's no admission, there's no admitting it, right? The high priestess hides. There's no admitting that you need to get through, high priestess. There's no admitting that maybe this person doesn't know how to get through to you and you don't know how to get through to them. Page of Pentacles, boom, you declare your spiritual sovereignty, your spiritual exaltation, your spiritual salvation. You say, F that, that's child's play, I gotta go, bye. 5 of Cups, Mars and Scorpio. The High Priestess, Pisces, the Moon. Page of Pentacles, Earth. Judgment, Scorpio, Pluto. We have Judgment again, twice. 6 of Pentacles, we have 6 of Pentacles again, twice. Moon in Taurus. There's so many cards over here, y'all. Okay, we have Neptune, Pisces, the Hanged One. We have that realization, like, okay, there's a desire, then there's a realization that it could be wealthy, healthy, abundant love. But have you guys worked through your karma, and it's not working through karma together? It's like both of you work through your own karma on your own. And is it like that? It's just tantalizing, sizzling mess. Sun in Scorpio. Or is it a balance? Is it a strategic, no frills, like not mismanaged, micromanaged by the outside forces, by friends, family, everyone is involved in your relationship? Or are you guys truly divinely balanced in both lunar and solar, right? Moon in Aquarius, it's coming up. Mercury in Virgo, 10 of Pentacles, right? It's a lot of like ending, truth. The truth seeks you, Ace of Swords. Okay, Knight of Cups, that's cute. Knight of Wands, that's cute. We're kind of on to bigger things. Doesn't mean anything. Besides that, the adventure truly begins when both of you realize that is it compatible or is it not? It seems somewhat not at the moment. And so again, it's like determining, like, your collective, you're likely determining why you're even tending to this person. Capricorn, okay, Saturn. Y'all, this message is forever. 5 of Swords. Is it Aquarius? Venus in Aquarius, so seeing it for what it is and moving on. Not fighting for it, right? King of Wands. Someone just kind of watches you leave. Leo season. Someone watches you leave. Pisces, Aquarius, Knight of Cups. So watching you leave, holding on to your spiritual, like, enlightenment. 4 of Cups, not letting that pass you by, right? The Knight of Cups now no longer seeks this lonely, frivolous King of Wands, okay? Where there is defeat, where there is obsession, compulsion, bad behavior. Maybe that's their cathartic release, right? Again, we kept talking, like, you may be energetically disconnected. This person went on a getaway trip or something to, like, process. You realize that it's not really about the crossroads. It's about honoring peace, truce, calling the truce, not going down that path of love, going down your inspired path in spirit and career. It's more job centered, job focused, career focused, business focused, not in the illusion space. Fire. And then we have the moon. Then we have justice. So Libra, Capricorn, Saturn. A 3 of cups. So that's your love. Your love for you brings you 3 of cups. We said business activity, money. Okay. Friendships, but also relationships, networks, money. And now I'm like, the message is like turning into mush because the tower turns it into mush. We have Aries, Scorpio, Uranus, the sun, Leo, more sun, Page of Wands, more fire. It's like you're finally excited. You feel free. You see the light. You find God within you, Virgo. And then here we have 10 of Cups, which is where we were at, right? Like the acknowledgement of the emotional kind of turmoil leads you to readdress, leads you to move on, to no longer linger in futile, where there's no growth. And so you sort of realize that that's not necessarily a good path at the moment. And you're sort of being led. There could be messages coming in the midst of this weekend, which I know we're done. So then the week maybe picks up speed after this weekend, after this dark of the moon, after this new moon, happy new moon in Leo. Look, I almost pulled half the deck. We have 3 of Pentacles, Sun, Mars and Capricorn at the bottom of the deck. Very earthly, very like, you know, we had both the King and Queen of Pentacles, and we have 10-10, and then we have 6. So it's like, that's out. And we had the Queen and King of Pentacles, and we started with the Princess of Dis. One of you is like, F this. I see the karma. I know my lesson. I'm going to learn my lesson. I'm going to talk to God because I'm frankly divinely guided the F out of here. So your true magic, the Kundalini works. The Kundalini does what it do. It works in your favor because you've unblocked. There's no hindrance. You see the hindrance in the other, and you say, that is not my karma. Deuces. Wait, which camera? Peace. Peace out of here. Y'all I'll wave the wand at y'all. It's kind of like I'm going into the shop to read some more. I'll be while I'm like smacking this. I'll be at a different shop. Yes, so August, I don't know what's happening. Book me, or I don't know. I'm out and about. Catch me if you can, right? 8 of Wands. Okay, I know this message kind of went on forever. Enjoy. This was different, more tarot, still long. I'm so long-winded as always, but maybe we're learning. Thank you all for being here. I honor our energetic exchange. I'm constantly praying, so please trust that I'm cleansing, clearing, sound cleansing, gem cleansing, vibrational cleansing, sage cleansing, Palo Santo cleansing. I've got other types of protection here for my lips. I kind of need those to talk to y'all, right? Well, y'all enjoy your good night. Kat, your messages are amazing. Brandy, I'll be with you in just a moment. I'm on some kind of mission, y'all, and I will be back very soon. And this grainy video, it's It's cute. It's cute, all right. Who knows what the F that means, y'all? Pace. Love. Lots of brilliant, highest divine light to guide you, to protect you on your path. Remain true to you. This isn't about big decision making. It's just about honoring your soul, following your soul, flowing with the soul, because otherwise you've hit the wall. And it's like both of you hit the wall, but now you're like, okay, I'm gonna flow. I know how to flow, like flow the F out of here. So thank you for being here. I honor you. I honor your path, your decisions. I'm grateful for our energetic exchange. And if you made it this far, stick around, subscribe, leave me a comment, thumbs up, hit thumbs up, share this message. My name's Armando. I'm gonna sign off now. Good night, y'all.